Okay, this is your video for surface area of pyramids. So just like on our last ones, same thing here, just to revisit. Surface area is the total area of all the faces of a 3D figure. To find surface area, we are going to find the area of each face or side and then add them all together. We can use nets to help us determine the surface area. A net is a 2D representation of a 3D shape. For instance, I forgot to point this out last couple videos, but in your notes packet you should have a paper that shows you what the nets of all the 3D shapes that you have to calculate with. That's what they look like. So you can use this to help you if you're having a hard time picturing it when it looks like this or something like that. All right, so if I'm looking at this pyramid, this is going to be a square pyramid. The bottom is a square. So if I were to cut this and then down all the sides and lay it out flat, this is what it would look like. The base would be a 10 by 10, and then I have all these identical triangles. Okay, so this is what it would look like. I like square pyramids. I find them easy to calculate because these are all the same, which is great. So we find one and we multiply it by 4, but we'll get to those. The lateral surface area, like we've gone over plenty of times, is the area of just the sides. So like your lats are on the sides of your body. I can help you remember your lats are on your sides, so lateral surface area is just the area of the sides. To find that lateral surface area, we find the area of the sides, and then we add them together. So if I'm looking over here, I just realized that this tells us the height of the pyramid, and in order to do this would be really good for finding volume. But we're going to act like this is not the height. And this 17 runs the face of this triangle right here, the side, and then it's like the height of this side. Okay, so just act like that never existed for me. Scratch her out. Okay, we're going to act like it's the side. It would be the same thing here. This side, 17. That's the distance of that triangle. Okay, so I always like to start with the base. This would be a triangular pyramid, because the bottom is a triangle. So we're going to call that one A. Okay, my base, since this is a triangle, to find the area of the base, it's going to be 1/2 BH. So that's going to be 1/2. The base is 8. The height of this is 14. It's a right triangle. So 8 times 14. 14 times 8, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 times 1 plus 3 is 11. So I'm going to be doing half of 112. 112 divided by 2. 2 won't go into 1, that goes into 11 5 times. That leaves me with 1, bring down my 2. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So that's going to equal 56. Now my sides will be in green, so it's kind of hard to see on this one, but here's a side right here. It's this side. Okay, it's got a base of 14 and a height of 17. That's what I was saying, use 17 here. So 1/2 BH, 1/2. The base is 14. The height is 17. We're going to do 14 times 17 because I like to multiply my whole numbers first. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 1 plus 2 is 9. Add your 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. Add down. You should get 238. So I 1/2 of 238. So we're going to do 238 divided by 2. And 2 goes into 2 one time. Remainder of 0. Bring down your 3. 2 goes into 3 one time. Subtract 2 to get 1. Bring down your 8. And then 2 goes into 18 9 times. So this is going to be 119. And then the other side doesn't give it to us, but I will figure it out real quick, and I would not give you one that wouldn't tell you what the side is. But since I'm doing this with you, it's not such a big deal. Okay, let's see. We're going to just say that the other side over here, it has a length of 16. Okay, so we're going to act like we're doing the back side of this prism. It's hard to see, I know. Yeah, it's hard to see. So the back side of that prism is 1/2 BH. The base is going to be the 16 that I told you. The height is still 17. From the bottom up to the top, just like this one. So we're going to do 16 times 17. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 1 plus 4 is 11. That is 0. 1 times 6 is 6. And 1 times 1 is 1. Add down, you get 272. So I want half of 272. So let's do 272 divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 times 1 is 2. Bring down your 7. 2 goes into 7 3 times. That's 6, which leaves you with 1. Bring down your 2, and 2 goes into 12 6 times. So that's 136. And then last but not least, we have this triangle on this side. So 1/2 BH again. The base of this triangle is 8. The height again is 17. Okay, the height of all these pyramids up the side should be the same. All right, so we're going to do 17 times 8. 17 times 8. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 1 plus 5 is 13. So I want half of 136. 136 divided by 2. 2 won't go into 1, but it goes into 13 6 times. That's 12. Get a remainder of 1. Bring down your 6. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So that's 68. Okay, if I want to know the lateral surface area, sorry, these are all sides, so they should be green. I'm going to add my sides together. So it's 119 plus 136 plus 68. 119 plus 136 plus 68. 9 plus 6 is 15 plus 8 is 23. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, and then 3. So this has a lateral surface area of 323. Doesn't give us any units, so we're writing U for units squared. The total surface area is going to be the lateral and the base combined. So we're putting them together. So I'm going to use my 323 that I already know. I'm going to add in the base, which was 56. That's 9, that's 7, that's 3. So the total surface area is 379 units squared. Probably not the best example to give you, and I apologize. We'll do some better ones down here. This one's hard to see when you have that triangular pyramid. So looking at this triangular pyramid, notice that all of these lines down here have one tick mark. That means that they're all the exact same length. And notice that the height of this triangle, the side, not the actual triangle itself, but of the side is 6. Alright, so let's do lateral and total. First things first, I always find the area of the base. Okay, area of the base. So we're doing 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, the base is 4. The height of this one, I think is 4. I think it's 4. Okay, so 4 by 4. So 1/2, 4 times 4 is 16, and half of 16 is 8. So the base is 8. And then we're going to do side 1. Let's do this side over here, so this triangle right here. 1/2 BH. So 1/2, the base is 4, the height is the same as all these other ones, so it's 6. So that's 1/2, 6 times 4 is 24, half of 24 is 12. Okay, let's do side 2. Okay, side 2, again, 1/2 BH. Let's do this back triangle. That's also going to be with a base of 4 and a height of 6, because the height is the same all the way around. 6 times 4 is 24, so if I want half of 24, oh look at that, I get 12 again. And then side 3, 1/2 BH, because it's a triangle, is going to be this triangle right here. So that's 1/2, it's got a base of 4, and a height of 6 again. 6 times 4 is 24, half of 24 is 12. So notice the height of all these sides is always going to be the same. And if the bases are all the same, then what do you know? The side length, or the areas of each side, is all the same. So if I want the lateral, I'm going to add my sides together. 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36, and this is centimeters squared. If I want the total, I'm going to do the sides, 12 plus 12 plus 12, but then I'm going to add in my base, so 8. So that would be 36 plus 8 is 44 centimeters squared. All right, number 2, square pyramids. It's a square because of the shape of the base. I always like to do the base first. The base is a square, so side squared is the formula, so that'd be 8 squared, which is 64. Now let's do our sides. So side 1, I'm going to do this triangle right here. They should all have the same height going up the triangle. So this 10 can be used for all of them. So side 1, it's going to be 1/2 BH. The base is 8 of this triangle, and the height is 10. Sorry, 8 times 10 is 80, and I want half of that, which is 40. Side 2, going to be, let's do this triangle right here. Okay, 1/2 BH again, because it's a triangle, so 1/2. The base is 8. The height is 10 again. So that's half of 80, which is, again, 40. And then finally, side 3 is going to be, I'm sorry, not finally. Side 3 over here is another 8 by 10, so 1/2 BH. So that's half of 8 times 10, which is half of 80, which is, again, 40. What do you know it? Because it's a square. And then side 4, 1/2 BH. Remember there's 4 sides because the bottom is a square, and a square has 4 sides, so be careful. We've been dealing with a lot of 3s. Just depends on the base. Triangular pyramid, triangle for a base, there's 3 sides. So you have 1, 2, 3. On a square pyramid, square has 4 sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 1/2 times, again, 8 with a height of 10, so half of 80, which is 40. So our lateral surface area, and I'm going to kind of write it over here, is the sides, so all 4 sides. So I have 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is a total of 160 inches squared. If I want the total surface area, I'm going to do all those sides. So the 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. but I'm also going to add in the base, which is 64. So I know 160 plus 64 is 224 inches squared.